people who watch this channel, mostly EarthMC people, Nubia, whoever's watching this, hello. So today I'm going to be going on a little tour showing my museum. So this museum has kind of had some history in itself. The original museum I opened up back in Nyala, which was placed right around here, based off the MRSA Museum right here. And I built that probably around September 2020, so about 14 months ago. And I had that there until I moved to Yukon, where once I did that, I had my museum. So here's my town. Here's my former town called Seward. I moved here in January 2021. I had my museum right underneath here, and that's where I kept my items. But then when the town collapsed in August of this year, Star came in and took as much as he could from here, but unfortunately not everything could be recovered. So he brought it back to me, and I constructed this from everything he picked up, and also stuff that I have added since the fall of Seward. So let's start right here. So this crafting table just seems like a normal crafting table, but as you can see here, it was the very first crafting table I ever made on February 27th, 2019. Now, that was the day after I joined EarthMC, because I didn't really do much on my first day but travel. So I built my first house in northwest Russia, near the Karelia province of Russia. And yeah, I built my house there, and this is the crafting table I used. And probably around last year, when I first opened up the museum in Nyala, was when I went over and recovered this, because amazingly it was still there after a year and a half. So grabbed it, picked it up. This is the first armor set, the earliest armor set that I had, and I had this during my time in Elobeed. I gave it this date because that's the time I joined Elobeed, and I have a picture of myself wearing this armor. So this is like an old bed I had in MRSA. I put April 2020 because that's when I made my house in MRSA, but it's most likely that this bed was actually made around April 2021, but we're not going to assume here. So next I have this item here, which I earned at the Paris drop party, which occurred on November 25th, 2020, and since today is the 18th, this happened almost a year ago already. Cactus and a pumpkin actually gave this pumpkin as just there, and I picked it up. There was also a gold nugget with his name, but unfortunately that was taken once Seward fell. And I also had Tumu Yeezys, which was just basically Tumu was wearing leather boots during the drop party, and he fell from the Eiffel Tower, died, and I picked them up. This is all I was able to recover from that drop party. This is a blaze rod that I took from MRSA around the time I made the museum. Kind of a random thing, but I wanted something to commemorate from MRSA, so this is what I took, because I took this. And then this is kind of a random thing, but it's Gorky's Iron Door. So basically, around this time last year, me and Star were just messing around in MRSA, and we were at Gorky's house, and Gorky was able to close off the entrance into his house while he was inside, or outside. I don't really remember. And he closed his iron doors on us, kind of trapping us. But then he broke the bottom of it, which broke this door right here. I picked it up and I left, and I still have it. So sorry. So this is the first rabbit that I ever had, the remnants of it, because on I forgot exactly when, but around this time I got myself the first rabbit, because for one specific day around this time, mob spawn was turned on in EarthMC, and 2 rabbits and a polar bear spawned in Seward. The polar bear killed one of the rabbits, so I have this rest in peace thing here that I made right after, and I still have it. And you know, just as a trick, the polar bear that I had is actually right here in Elobeed. I think this building right here is the Elobeed Zoo. So that's where the polar bear is now. So yeah, maybe I might go with this, be like, look what you did. Anyways, let's move on. So this is vodka from the Kier 1-year anniversary party, which happened on September 25th, 2020. Kier is now 2 years old, which is cool. This is just something I kept. And speaking about parties and liquor, this was something that I got at the Nubia 2-year anniversary from Tumu, because he gave it to me. I had to look back in videos to see it. There it was. Next we're going to go down here. This is, I recorded myself building this about a little more than a week ago. Did recreation, I demolished and rebuilt my house here. Wrote this book. Just going to go around. You guys can pause it if you want to really read that. But we're just going to continue on to here. So these two items also came from the Kier 1-year anniversary party. And this shovel belonged to Keg, because what happened was Keg was trying to kill me, and because right here in Kier, this is a theater, and that's where the Kobe X Super play just after the party in the Flex Tower, and PvP was turned on for this plot, and that's when I was able to kill Keg with just my bare hands, and I took his shovel. And then Lopal's redstone block, in the same video, Lopal was killed right around this area, which back then used to just be wilderness. Or maybe it was more around this area, but it was somewhere in this area. And Lopal was killed, and I took his redstone block from him. Now this one is Gorky's stone sword, and because Nop Nop and Gorky were having a small fight outside of Elobid, which was, if you go back, right here. This fight happened right here on October 4th, 2020, just on the outskirts of Elobid, when this area still really existed. So, yeah, that happened, and I believe this is also from the same incident, but I can't verify, because in Seward, I didn't have signs on any of my objects, so I kind of forgot over time what some of them were. This is the Darug Treaty, which was signed in Darug when it was still part of Sudan, which was September 6th, 2020, sorry. I have a video of this on my channel as well. It's not public, I don't think, but we have all this here with actual signatures, which I'm pretty sure they just broke the treaty the day after, but Kobe and Super will be Kobe Super. So this is the last alive rabbit that I had. He lived the longest out of all the rabbits, and I named him Sanosuke, because when I was moving all of my rabbits in Seward in March of 2021, all of them died except him, so I named him Sanosuke, because I believe that meant survivor in Japanese. I don't remember. And while I was transporting him to Turkana, he drowned in the Pacific Ocean on August 21st, 2021. I actually have a monument here in Turkana. It's right here, which is technically part of the museum, even though it's really far away. We could check that out after. This stuff came from Morogoro, which is basically this town all the way down here is Morogoro, and for almost 2 months I had to hold the town, and I was the mayor of it for that period of time, because Tumu just bought the town. He needed someone to hold it, so I was there. It was formerly Tanzanian, so I looted some stuff from it, and I also got this book from it too. We'll go over that. So I got this gold pickaxe on my first sweep of the town on September 8th. And then I did a second one on October 28th, which I got these 3 items. I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming it's somewhat important. This is the kind of like a trophy, where I killed Ghosty on August 19th in right here. I forgot the name of this town. MOBA. I don't really remember what they called the town. But yeah, I killed him right around here, I think. Right around here. Yeah. And I got all his stuff and put it on display here. And then I have this book here, which you can go through. I contacted this guy on Discord, and I talked to him about the book, and he was surprised where it ended up, because this came from the island of New Guinea. And then we have all these flags, but this is the last actual item here, which is a cookie I took from Joetown, called a cookie from Justin's XD, heart cat face. I got that kind of recently. It's most recent item, November 9th. And all these flags, mostly self-explanatory. Most of them I don't really remember. Like, this is Gizmo, Jefferson. This one's a glitch because of my texture pack. Britain. I forgot what this one was. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Turkana, the U.S. This was one from Alaska. This is of a town that used to be part of Nubia. I forgot the name of it. This one I've never figured out. I found in Canada somewhere, I believe. Kenya, which I kind of made this design for when me and Star were initially going to rebel from Nubia in August of last year. The flag of Haida, which I just found somewhere. Japan, another one from Alaska. Mexico, Kapkust, anti-Nubia flag, which I created around the time that I was really against Nubia. So this is made around September of 2020. This flag is apparently still being used today in some places. Flag of Somalia. Forgot what this one was. This one I got from Yukon, specifically Yggdrasil. I don't know what it was, but it was on the house that I temporarily lived in. These two, I don't know where I got them or what they are, but whatever. These two is the flag of Darug and the flag of Craftier, which were given to me by their respective leaders because I asked and they gave it to me. So, yeah. I believe this was supposed to be Chile, but I can't verify for sure. Nah, it's just kind of there for interpretation. Ethiopia, this one was given to me directly by Jack Jackson. I was in this town over here when it was still Ethiopian. And I just asked him for a flag, and he made it right then and there, gave it to me. Here's the modern flag of Yukon. Pretty cool. This is a Swedish flag that I took from the town of New Sweden, right here, which I looted last year. There was some other stuff that I got from that town besides this one Swedish flag, but unfortunately those got lost in the, when I was, it got lost basically when I was, when Star was recovering the stuff. So it was 2 books, kind of sexual fanfics that I don't want to talk about because it was like about incest, gay incest. So let's just go over that. Here we have the 2 flags of Nyala. This is the old flag of Nyala based on the flag of Darfur. I used this one from around July to maybe November of 2020. I actually don't remember when I started using this flag. I'll have to check. Alright, so I made this flag, yeah, in November of 2020, so the flag is almost a year old now. And this was just used from July to November, November to now, because that's still the flag in Nubia. And then this one was a flag of the city of Yggdrasil, which was on my the house I had there at the time. And this was just something I found recently. I forgot what it was. But, yeah, that's it for the tour of my museum. And I don't know when I'm going to upload the next video on this channel, but I'll see you EarthMC people later.